What's going on YouTube? It's your boy CV2 Rob here, back again with another video. In this video I will be going over what I believe are the pros and cons of this vehicle. I've had this car for just about a year now, and yeah, I'm gonna share with you guys what I believe are the best things about this car and some of the worst things about this car. So just to give you guys a little overview on the car, this is a 2021 Honda Accord Sport 2.0 turbo with a 10-speed automatic transmission. I got this car last year in September of 2023 with about 18,000 miles, so I am the second owner of this car. The first owner only put on 18,000 miles, and they had the car since 2021. It was leased by an Army veteran, and the car was very clean when I got it, pretty much brand new. Since we're already outside the vehicle, let's start with number one, being exterior styling and just the looks in general. Let's start with the wheels. I think these wheels are some of the best looking stock wheels on the market. That's why they get stolen so much. So make sure if you have a 10th generation Accord or are looking to get one, make sure you park in a well-lit area, your driveway, your backyard, or get wheel locks. The headlights look amazing. The front end of the car looks way better than the 11th generation Honda Accord. I believe the 11th generation Accord in general is just a downgrade from the 10th generation. This color is really beautiful. Regarding of the color, I think all 10th generation Honda Accords look very good. Headlights, the body lines, the wheels, I think just this car in general is just really freaking beautiful and far much superior than the 11th generation Honda Accord. The second thing I would say is a really good positive on this car is the amount of space in the trunk. Don't mind me, I know my trunk is full of stuff right now, but it is a huge trunk. It may not look that big because it's full of junk. I play baseball, basketball. There's some rain guards I still got to install in the car. My kicker amp box that I put in. We'll get to that later. And but I feel like you get a lot of room for the trunk. I fit a whole brand new electric fireplace in here. All I had to do was put the rear seats down. But overall, you can also fit probably 3 to 4 full-size suitcases with a little room on the sides for maybe a small backpack or luggage bags in there as well. Since we're already on the topic of space, I'm going to show you guys the back seats and what they look like if you were to sit behind me while I was driving. This is how much room you would have. Keep in mind, I am 6 foot 2 inches tall. I probably fit back here no problem. Let me try. Oh yeah. I fit behind my own seat all the way up. Still got a decent amount of leg room, could extend them or slouch against them. I feel like this is a good amount of room in here for someone my height. I can't really compare it to other cars because I haven't been in other like full-size sedans as the Accord, but I feel like it's a huge plus, especially if you have passengers over 6 foot like me. Another positive about the car, I would say, is the gas mileage. I see a lot of people complain about these cars not getting good at gas mileage, but I can show you guys my latest records of gas. There we go. My last fill up, I was estimated to get 375 miles, I believe. I used 93. I don't know if that really makes that much of a difference, but it's because I'm tuned on 93 with K-Tuner. As you see, I get about 37.2 miles per gallon. That's highway driving and city driving. Really good, mostly highway driving, but still really good nonetheless. And that brings us to my last positive of the car, at least that I can think of in the moment, is the tunability of this car, especially with K-Tuner. I see a majority of people use K-Tuner to tune these cars, whether it's just a flash off the shelf tune from K-Tuner or a variable stage 3 tune like the one I'm using. These K-Tuners, man, they wake these cars up. These 2.0s are complete sleepers with just a tune, but you can go even farther as to full bolt-on or even a big turbo like a Type R turbo or MHI stage 2 or a pure turbo. And I've seen some of these Accords push well over 500 horsepower. So I would say the tunability of these cars is a huge plus, not to mention the amount of aftermarket support from companies like PRL, RV6, K-Tuner. Shout out to Mike from Axion Industries, another big guy in this 2.0 community. And yeah. So with all those positives being talked about, no car is perfect, obviously. And the number one negative thing I have to say about the 10th generation Honda Accord is the sound system that comes from factory. Oh my God, it is probably the worst sound system in a brand new car I've ever heard in my entire life. I mean, I'm not that old, but anyways, I had to upgrade my sound system to a kicker sound system. As you've seen, I had the amp in my trunk, which I can show you guys again, but I changed out the door speakers, the tweeters on both doors, and the speakers in the rear deck, and I also added an amp that I can show you guys in the trunk, which was that kicker sub, like I said. I mean kicker amp, I'm sorry, no sub. But yeah, the sound system in these cars absolutely freaking stink. So that's my number one negative about this car. Since we're back outside the car, why not go with the number two negative about this vehicle is the road noise. The road noise on these cars are so freaking loud, especially when you're driving on the highway, which is when you're gonna get most of the road noise. I'm not sure if that's completely due to the stock wheels these cars come on, which are the Michelin, I think, Primacy MX M4s out of 235/40/19. I think if you were to upgrade the tires, it will help lessen the road noise, at least I would hope. But the road noise is also really loud because these cars don't have a lot of insulation, as to where like big luxury company cars like Lexus, BMW, Audi, Mercedes take these things into consideration, where, you know, cheaper economy cars like the 10th generation Honda Accord, well, cheaper compared to those big luxury brands, don't really focus on that as much. Third negative I would have to say about this car is the turning radius. I mean, my 8th generation Honda Accord, a 2008 Honda Accord that I had previously on the channel, had a much better turning radius about this car. I mean, it could be maybe because this car is larger, longer, wider. I mean, I'm not really sure. I didn't really look into those specifics, but the turning radius on Google says that this vehicle's turning radius is 39.4 feet. And I seem to see that sometimes when I hit U-turns, even on a 4-lane road, which is 2 lanes going north and 2 lanes going south, I still have to hit or put my car in reverse just to be able to hit a full U-turn. With these being such full size, I mean, kind of large vehicles, I would expect the turning radius to be a lot better, but whatever, you know, not all cars are perfect. And the last negative on my list about the 10th generation Honda Accord is the adaptive cruise control system. So in these cars, they have adaptive cruise control, aka Honda Sensing, which is this sensor or radar right here in the front. It's also got other sensors and radars like the one up here, and so on and so forth. But sometimes when I'm driving the car on the highway, I have no issues following traffic. You know, you can change the settings to measure the distance in front of the cars. I mean, in the cars in front of you and stuff like that. But sometimes when I go through turns and stuff, it's not the best. You lose sight of the lanes. It won't go straight anymore. Sometimes the car would hit the brakes when there's no vehicles in front of you, but it will sense that there is a vehicle in front of you. So I would wish that Honda would come out with like at least a software update about that, and maybe it could help change or fix some of these issues that the Honda sensing technology is having with the adaptive cruise control system. Personally, I think that would be the best thing for them to help with these type of issues, because this seems to be a well-known issue in the Honda Accord 10th generation community. So just a few bonus positives that I thought about on the fly are that this car does come with heated seats on the inside. As you can see, this button right here, if it focuses, would be for the heated seats, both driver and passenger. And also, the 10th generation Honda Accord comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto after the years of 2021, which would be the 2021 and 2022 models, have wireless Apple CarPlay, as where the 18, 19, and 20 models come with wired Apple CarPlay. And I believe that is across all models. Don't quote me on it, but I believe so. From 18 to 20, it is wired Apple CarPlay, and 2021 and 22 models have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Forgot to mention Android Auto before for the previous models, but I believe they have Android Auto as well. That is just a bonus positive that I thought of, so I figured I'd mention it. Overall, this car has treated me very well in the first year of my ownership. The car has been on the K-Tuner Stage 3 tune for about 10,000 miles now, and thankfully I have not had any issues with it. I run the car on 93. It is tuned on 93. It has an intake a PRL high volume intake V2, an RV6 downpipe, and a PRL 3-inch front pipe. So far the car is treating me well. I have no complaints besides the ones in this video. Just make sure you guys are keeping up on your basic maintenance when it comes to oil changes, tire rotations, the 10-speed automatic transmission fluid drain and fill, which is due at 30,000 miles. Just make sure you guys stay on top of those things, and I think this car will treat you guys very well. And so far so good. I've done tons of oil changes. I do them about every 3,000 to 4,000 miles. I know the Honda book says you only have to do them every 7,500, but I don't believe in that bull crap. I did my automatic transmission drain and fill at 25,000 miles. Honda tells you do them at 30. I did it at 25 just to be, you know, in the clear with it. And a tire rotation I did my last oil change. So take care of the car, and the car will take care of you guys. So with that being said, if you guys like the video, please make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you have any more questions or concerns, or even positives or negatives that you could add to owning this vehicle, you can also leave that in the comments down below. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Thanks for all your guys' support. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for everyone who has been watching and supporting the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.